It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From AT&T in San Antonio. Tonight, the San Antonio Spurs playing host to the LA Clippers. Trying to cash in, gets a look, can't hit.
And so much of the shot is before the shot even occurs. As a defense, make him do things he's uncomfortable with. Stay up on him, make him catch the ball outside of his comfort zone.
Beverly knocks it down. Defender has to get there next time.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Paul George snatching it out of the air.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Here comes the screen. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Not going down for him this time.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Nothing going here on that drive. Rudy Gay sends it away.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
DeRozan matched up with Paul George. Here comes the screen. Has a look. DeRozan with a shot, no good. Paul George to Leonard. George, they're 2 for 2 to start the game from beyond the arc, and it's a 6-0 lead.
And when I see the ball being zipped around the perimeter like that and everybody's sharing the sugar, it lets me know that this team is engaged and they're focused.
That's no good. Rises for the slam. This is already getting out of hand.
Coaching strategy 101. You probably want to utilize a timeout to disrupt the pace of this other team. This game is starting to get out of hand quick and early.
Now a step back.
You have to understand something. I do not care that you're 1 of 6 from the field. The only statistic that matters is the final score.
To Leonard. Has a chance. Kawhi Leonard. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
I mean, this is something everybody can relate to in their lives. It's happened to me while doing broadcasts as well. Sometimes you're physically there, but mentally you're nowhere to be found. We obviously saw one of those same things happen on the court.
Clippers have it. Leonard. His first effort off the mark.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
DeRozan. And it's Zubats with the rebound. To Leonard. No good. Oh, it looked like he may have gotten him there. The jumper's off the mark. DeRozan off the assist.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To George. Stuffs it down with authority. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Time for some new personnel into the game. And it's Harrell who comes away with the rebound. Beverly into the front court. It's an 8-point lead. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Paul George trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. The free throw, good. And they add one more to the lead. It's up to 11. It's DeRozan controlling the offense. Probing the defense. Drive from the baseline, but it won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
The monster stuff.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
To Williams. And a putback slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
DeRozan. And the rebound taken in by George. Fakes, drives to the rim, and scores.
That's how you punctuate a good first quarter. 3 more left to go, but you set the momentum for the second.
Oh, yeah, me and you.
Short jumper stays out and finishes strong. One quarter down. It's been all Clippers so far. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. George. Not easy.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
I got this. Let's go.
4-3. Well defended. Tough shot for Patty Mills.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Oh, emphatic slam. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Patty Mills to Cunningham. Here's a chance from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Great shot by the offense, but the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Drive here, but the shot stays out. To Patty Mills. Beyond the arc for 3. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss. Mills in possession. Down by 15. Bad pass there. Clippers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Stuffs it down with authority.
Like my old coach used to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. It's way too easy. Just keep attacking. It's easy money.
To Paul George. Fires the 3, drains it.
And in today's game, you have to make shots like that. Nice work draining it from deep.
Patty Mills. Great feed, sets it up, flushes it home.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't see is energy. Scream, do something, get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
Timeout called here by the Clippers as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. LA Clippers with the basketball. Leonard shakes free and hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested 3 goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Nothing going here on that drive. DeRozan against George. trying to cash in. DeRozan with a shot that misses.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Bread and butter, and there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Williams to Leonard. Nice pass to get things going.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Cleans it up. Offensive board to DeRozan. Even to Zubats. Swats it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Jumper's good. George to Williams. Beverly. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs. So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
Leonard missed it. To DeRozan. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
And DeMar DeRozan, zero hesitation, pulls the trigger on the three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Beverly, well defended. DeRozan with it. His guys should be able to get the final shot. Even to Zubats. Rejects it. Leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim. "19-footer at the buzzer." That's it for the first half. The Clippers are out in front. First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. Leonard, down low George. And a nice finish at the rim.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Ah, rocking the rim. He's been a one-man show, but Jay, they're still down in this one.
He's their lone bright star, their only star tonight. Some other of the supporting cast members really need to step up.
Paul George to Beverly. Going to launch beyond the arc, not getting the bounce. To DeRozan. Slams it home on the putback.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
To Leonard. Strong finish for Paul George.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. DeRozan with the basketball. His guys trail by 10. Here comes the screen. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
DeRozan. Paul George with a piece.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Clippers have got it.
Here's your chance to break this thing wide open.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Short jumper misses. To Leonard. The rebound taken by the Spurs. Knocked loose. Clippers have it. Nothing going here on that drive. To Leonard. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Count the bucket for 2.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
George to Beverly. Fires the 3. Can't connect. It's no good.
People do not realize the brilliance of the coaching in this league. The small adjustments made defensively has made all the difference in the second half.
To George. Oh, a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. George, defended by the UConn product. Yes, give the advantage to the shooter.
That shot was nice, but that pass, that was the real highlight. Good teams always find a way to get the best shot available.
Has a chance, wide open look, won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
And he finishes at the rim.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
To Paul George. Oh, ferocious slam inside.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
The screen sets him up for 2.
I wasn't necessarily sure which way that PNR was going, but I guess neither was the defense. That makes 2 of us.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Count it. And the foul. He is going to the line for a free throw.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
San Antonio with the basketball. Derek White against Paul George. Screen coming. Lets it fly from long range. It's George with the rebound. Leonard. It goes down.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
George, how's this for a hot start? He's 5 of 5 from three-point range.
And I get mesmerized every time I watch him shoot. Great release, up and down, comes down in the same spot every time.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
A simple touch foul.
Team foul number 2. First foul in the final 2.
For 3, off the iron, no good. shot tips it. That ends the third quarter, and a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. It's the Spurs with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they've really had very little go right for them on either end of the floor.
Remember that old line, your attitude determines your altitude? Well, when you see dejected faces on the sideline, that poor body language gave you an impression that they had no chance to win this game.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Williams into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. From long range, hits the three-pointer.
Absolutely the right mentality coming out after halftime. That's what you do during halftime. You reset, you recalibrate, you come out and you attack like the first never happened.
The feed stolen away. Great looking vision. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Tough make through traffic.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Stepping in for the Clippers, number 13, Paul George.
Shot clock winding down. 4-3. Another chance. Aldridge gets it in the left corner. To DeRozan. 5 to shoot for San Antonio. Right time, right player.
Can't teach height.
He gets it.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
Nothing going here on that drive. DeRozan matched up with Paul George. To Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
You see, the savvy players, they can create contact. They can throw their arms into you, even their bodies into you, and as soon as the refs blow the whistle once or twice and you become hesitant defensively, they got you right where they want.
Slams it down.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
DeRozan. He's had a good shooting performance, but it doesn't look like it's going to be enough.
Yeah, no one else pretty much helped out. As a coach, I would be irate that nobody helped pick up the slack. Look, one man can never beat 5.
And throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. To DeRozan. Slams it down.
The pass was really good, but what I love most about the play, Ed, was that every player that ran in transition had active hands, which means they were active targets. They provided a target for the player to deliver the pass. That's how you work together as teammates.
Leonard buries it on the catch and shoot.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
DeRozan to Aldridge. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Trying to cash in, knocks it down off the step back.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To Harkless. George. Oh, that breaks the streak after 5 straight makes. It's no good. DeRozan with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. The shot won't fall. To Leonard. Oh, emphatic slam. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. DeRozan with it. His guys down big. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
That misses with 2 seconds to go. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.